Exercise 2. Creating siding yard tracks horizontally and vertically. In this exercise, you will learn how to use the geometry tools to create two siding tracks both horizontally and vertically. We will use Civil Accudraw to place the tracks at a set distance along the main track with a set offset. The skills we're going to use are the geometry tool line between points, Civil Accudraw tool station offset, and the vertical geometry tool element profiles profile by slope from element. We're going to continue in the DGN geometry yard.dgn, and we're going to create our first siding track. On the feature definition toolbar, we're going to set the feature definition to alignment, geom baseline, and we're going to make that the active feature definition. From the geometry tools, we're going to select the horizontal tool, line between points. We're also going to use Civil Accudraw to place this line. So from the general tools, we're going to select the civil toggles, Civil Accudraw, and then from the Civil Accudraw toolbar, we're going to activate Civil Accudraw. And from Civil Accudraw toolbar, we're going to use the tool for station and offset, which is this option here. And we're going to move our cursor into the screen, and you'll notice that we have two options on the end of our cursor for station and offset, but we also have to place the start point. The start station for our track for the siding yard is going to be station 300. Now I want to offset it directly from the track main line. So I'm going to use my tab key on my keyboard to tab from station to offset. I'm now going to type O on my keyboard. O is for origin. And I'm going to select my track main line as the origin of my stationing. And you'll see you'll get crosshairs on the end of your cursor. In the station value, type station 300, which will be the start of our siding track. If you hit enter, that locks the value. And you can see now I cannot move my cursor up and down the track. I can only move it in an offset direction. Now the offset for the track is going to be at an offset of minus 4.5 meters because it's on the left hand side of the track. So I'm going to type in minus 4.5 and again hit enter. And now that will lock the value, and you'll see the crosshairs have gone blue, and that start point is now locked to that value. So I'm just going to hit my left mouse button to place the point. Now I'm going to stretch up the track. I'm going to repeat the process for the end point. I'm going to tab to the offset, O for origin. Again, select my track center line as my reference offset. Again, I get the crosshairs, tab to the station value, type in station 800, which is the end station for my siding yard. And again, the offset is minus 4.5 meters. And again, hit enter. And again, you will see that the crosshairs have gone blue, and I'm now going to place my track. Using my element selection tool, I'm going to select the track that I've just designed. And from the properties panel of the context sensitive toolbar, I'm going to set the name as siding track 1 and just data point to accept that. I'm now going to create another piece of track to the left of the track that we've just placed, and this will be the second part of our siding yard. So again, I'm going to go back to the horizontal tools, line between points. Again, I'm going to tab to the offset. Again, I'm going to type O for origin. And again, I'm going to select the track mainline geometry. The station value again will be 300 because they're starting at the same position as siding track 1. The offset is -9. Data point. Again, we're going to go place the end point. Again, use the tab key to get to the offset value. Type O for origin. Select the track center line. And again, tab to the station. Type in 800. Hit enter to lock it. Offset -9. Again, enter to lock it. And place the point. Use your element selection tool again to select the line that we've just placed. Again, go to the properties on the sensitive toolbar, and we're going to call this siding track 2. So both pieces of track have been generated. What we're going to do now is place vertical profile on these pieces of track. So we're not going to design them using the vertical profile tools because the siding tracks usually have the same elevations or a similar elevation to the main track centerline profile. So we're going to use a tool from the vertical profile tools, profile by slope from element, where the element they're being profiled from will be the main track centerline. So under the vertical tools, under element profiles, select profile by slope from element. On the dialog box, we're going to level or put elevations on all the points. We're not going to adjust the profile. The vertical offset is 0. The slope is no slope. And if you follow the prompts to locate the first element to profile, I'm going to select siding track 1. The next element will be siding track 2. Hit reset because I've finished selecting the elements that I'm going to profile. And the reference element is the main line. Again, there's no slope. We're doing all the points. There's no profile adjustment. So there's no vertical offset. And now those siding tracks have elevations associated to them. And if again now I use my element selection tool, hold the right mouse button down, go to View Control, 2 Views, Plan, Stroke 3D. And if you look at the 3D view, you should see the 2 siding tracks that we've generated, and you can see that they are viewing in that window, which means they have elevations. That's exercise 2 complete.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.